up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we are taking a look at the brand new boss for the Fey Meander in Season 2 of Dragonheir Silent Gods. Look us up for more amazing gaming content. Click the link down below in the description box to start your journey right now in Dragonheir Silent Gods. Brand new season, span new game. Dragonheir is a season-based game that will officially launch Season 2 Fall of Increscent on December 15th, introducing a new sandbox, new strategy, and new optimization experience, just like a brand new game. We got 3 current active coupon codes right now. I'll go ahead and show them up on the screen. So we're gonna go over some strategies to take down this new boss and also some hero recommendations, hero suggestions. There's really not like too many. We're gonna stick to specifically just rare and epic heroes, just making it more viable for everyone. We're kind of staying away from the legendary heroes. Most of them are pretty strong. This is what it looks like out here in the Fey Meander, and it's got some quite unique skills and abilities and stuff like that. So let's go over that first, because we got to figure out like what does this new boss do. So go over all the skills and then we can figure out what we are looking for hero wise to go ahead and counter this. First thing we got is the Cobweb Sweep. Attacks all enemies with each attack, dealing poison damage, and inflicts 3 stacks of fungal poison on them. Now this is the most annoying part about this, is those stacks of fungal poison. You really have to be constantly removing them with different types of support healers and stuff like that. So 100%, like, unless you just have very high powered heroes, I'm talking like level 100s, and you're going up against like the level 55 version of this boss and you have really top tier gear, I mean, at that point you can kind of just get away with just smashing through this. But if you're someone who's more free to play and you're only at like level 60, level 70, going up against this boss at level 55 or 53, whatever it may be, then you really have to have at least 2 supports. Like 2 really strong supports are an absolute must. The other suggestion is don't do this battle on auto, because the way the mechanics work is you're really going to have to destroy the little minions, the spiderlings that it summons, because if you don't destroy these fast enough, these spiderlings, you're just going to get absolutely overwhelmed and there's going to be a horde of them on the screen. Your heroes are going to get destroyed so fast. The next one we have is the Spider Silk Trap. Poison damage to the enemy that has applied the most healing and inflicts a stun on them for 5 seconds, during which time inflicts an additional 5 stacks of fungal poison on them every 1 second. That fungal poison, it stacks crazy fast, so you really got to pay attention to that. Like I said, the mushroom toxin reduces the target's healing received by a percentage per stack, and the target loses 1 stack of mushroom toxin each time they are healed. When reaching 100 stacks, the target dies immediately and cannot be resurrected. So you never ever want to get to that 100 stacks. I mean, I've done a bunch of runs and so far I haven't even come close to getting that 100 stacks. Next one we have is the Feast of the Spiderlings. Now this is the one you have to watch out for. It summons 2 red cap spiderlings and one green cap spiderling at a designated location. Usually it's in the corners of the battle, so it'll be one top left, one bottom left, and then there usually is one in the like bottom right side. I'll have some gameplay up as I'm talking so you can kind of see it in action. The red cap spiderlings deal damage to surrounding enemies upon death, which builds up based on the stacks of fungal poison the target has. So again, another reason why we want to really reduce our fungal poison stacks on our heroes. Then the green spiderlings attacks the enemy with the most stacks regularly and inflicts the defense penalty 2 on them, and inflicts 1 stack of recovery over time on all players' heroes upon death. All right, and the next one we got is the Giant Leg Smash. This is going to do AoE damage, deals poison damage to all enemies, inflicts the knock up on them, so they're all going to go right up in the air. For every stack of fungal poison the target has, the damage is increased by 3%. Another thing, like I said, it's all about reducing the fungal poison, because a lot of these, I would say almost 90% of these skills that the fungal spider mother has to do with going ahead and dealing extra damage or doing some extra effect based on the number of poison fungal stacks. The next one we have is the Poisonous Cobweb. When taking damage, it inflicts a stack of fungal poison on the attacker. The other thing is it's control immunity, so it's immune to all control effects, so we can't do things like stun. We mostly can only do debuffs, so that's the other thing. We're going to be looking to try and put a lot of debuffs on the enemy, but really need to heal ourselves up and get rid of those stacks as quickly as possible. So because of that, like, the number one suggestion is that we lose a stack every time we're healed. So because of that, we want to look for healers who are going to heal as fast as possible. We want our healers to be healing every couple seconds. Bam, bam, bam. Like, you want constant healing. You never want to have someone who just does one heal and it's just like a big heal. You don't care about how much healing it does. Like, we need to look for a healer who does lots of small heals, and it could just only be like, 100, 200, just a low amount of HP. It doesn't really matter as long as it's often, as opposed to one healer who does like one ginormous heal of like 2000 HP, 1000 HP or something crazy, but they only do it once every like 20 seconds or 30 seconds or something like that. As long as you're able to remove the stacks from your team and keep it as low as possible, you'll be fine with this boss. All right, so let's go over some of the hero suggestions. Now for our rare, we got the Forest Dweller and a support from the Lightning Affinity. And this is really good, her battle skill, because it grants hit recovery to an ally for 10 seconds. So what this means is every time we go ahead and we get hit, we're gonna recover HP. So what this is doing is increasing the heal frequency, which is what we're looking for. We just want to heal as much as possible to remove those stacks. And then our ultimate ability, we get recovery over time to each ally for an amount of time, and we dispel one debuff from them. A really good ultimate ability. Now, I would say this is probably the best hero for this boss that we're going up against, the Muddy Demon Furbath, and that's because of his battle skill. Generates a healing nexus around the hero for 6 seconds, healing allies within range by a percentage of his defense every 1 second. If you don't have this hero, just look for a hero that has any kind of like healing nexus, healing totem pole. Any hero that has that healing frequency super fast is what you're looking for. And because of this is going to remove so many stacks of that fungal poison, and this is what we're looking for. We want to really reduce those stacks, and because of that, every 1 second we get healed. Removes the stack constantly. So an amazing hero for this specific boss. Then our ultimate ability, we deal damage to a bunch of enemies in range, and we got a chance of inflicting attack penalty too for an amount of time. This is really good paired up with our rare hero Sigrid. This is our defender Sigrid, the support. You can use Furbath to put that attack penalty debuff on a bunch of the spiderlings, those little minions that it summons. And then you can go ahead and use Sigrid's ultimate ability, which goes ahead and deals poison damage to an enemy, and then all enemies inflicted with debuffs. So what you're going to do is you're going to target an enemy that doesn't have a debuff on it, and then the ones that already have the debuff on it, they're just naturally going to get hit with it too. So this is kind of like, it's an AoE attack because it's hitting all the enemies as long as they have a debuff on them. So that's important if you do want to go that strategy route. This is very free to play friendly, I would say. The only one is like, this is an epic. The Furbath, he is an epic, but at this point, if you played completely through season 1 and you're now in season 2, you should have this hero. I know not everyone will have them, but even if you don't, Sigrid is another amazing rare that you can kind of use for this boss battle. And what you're going to do is just pair them up with other heroes who are going to put debuffs on those spiderlings. Another amazing hero for this is going to be another epic from the poison, and that is going to be Garion. He's another support, and unfortunately, I kind of looked through most of the heroes. Really, the only ones that I could find that have that healing nexus ability is really the two from like the poison. A lot of the other affinities don't have really good supports. Like poison has, I would say, the best supports slash debuffers in the game, at least epic and rare wise. Affinity though that I have seen that seems pretty good for this specific boss is going to be the Necros. The Necros, because of their summoning mechanic, are able to put out a lot of extra bodies on the board. So that way you just have a bunch of different minions that can attack those spiderlings, and they can kind of soak up and just kind of be meat shields at that point. So those, I would say, is the two best affinities for this specific boss, is going to be your poison and also the Necros. That is it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this video. Click the link down below in the description box to start your journey right now in Dragonheir Silent Gods Season 2 for absolutely free. Brand new season, span new games. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.